Hello there friends, it's CS2 News Hub. In today's episode, upcoming roster changes in G2, team spirit clashing with fans, how much Simple actually costs, and the brand new update in CS2 with missions. And as always, a bunch of other exciting news from the world of CS2, so without further ado, let's get straight to it. And we shall kick off today's video with one of the biggest stories of the week, Simple joining FaZe. If you missed it in the previous episode, we already discussed it, but there is new information. First, let's talk about how huge it is. The tweet announcing Simple's move to FaZe racked up over 15 million views, making it the second most liked CS post ever. The only thing ahead is the announcement of Fallen joining Furia. Now, what makes this even more interesting is that this move almost happened years ago. Back in 2016, there were already rumors that Simple could join FaZe. He even messaged the org himself, but the deal never went through. The same year, Simple left Liquid after clashing with Elige. By the way, according to Simple, the issue back then was a mix of his own toxicity and Elige's tendency to tilt. But this time, he joked that he won't have enough time to get mad at Elige. So everything should be fine. Oh, and here's a fun twist. Simple's first match with FaZe will be against Liquid at IEM Dallas. According to HLTV editors, the exact price tag on Simple's loan hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's likely somewhere between $50k and $100k per month, which is a lot less than Falcon's paid. HLTV's editor-in-chief Professor said that FaZe had no other chance. Sure, Dexter is still around and active, but in his words, Simple is just a better fit. Still, not everyone's hyped about the move. Moses, the analyst and caster, pointed out that the last time Simple really grinded CS was back at the beginning of April, which doesn't look great for a pro player. Instead of cooking streams, he says, Simple should have been on FaZe 6 days a week, proving to the top teams that he still got it. And yeah, the last time he joined Falcons, things only got worse, according to Moses, so FaZe is in a rough spot too, and there's no guarantee that Simple will turn things around. Although, to counter Moses' words, I have to say that Simple already started to grind FaZe, together with Kerrigan and Elige, and on his own as well. And yeah, also HLTV editors say that Simple won't be getting his own major sticker because it was Brokey who actually qualified with FaZe for the event. Although I have to remind you that the same kind of situation happened to Hobbit a long time ago when he was a stand-in for the major but still got the stickers. And well, you know, it's Valve. Don't ever underestimate their decisions. Imagine how much the autograph capsules will make if there will be a Simple sticker. Yeah, you get it. Before we move on to the next news, let me tell you about CSGO Fast, as they're turning 10 years. CSGO Fast is the oldest and most trusted website in the history of CS skin games. Feel like Gaben is unfair to you? On CSGO Fast you can open tons of profitable cases and pull that dream skin you've always wanted. They've got a huge variety of games, including intense case battles. You can even invite a friend and win together. Surely you all love raffles. CSGO Fast runs free raffles every 6 hours, giving away skins to random participants. Plus, they regularly host special events. Right now is their 10-year anniversary, just look at the prizes up for grabs. And if you're a true CS veteran, you already know the community has trusted CSGO Fast for years. That's why they have a loyalty system for regular users and a ranking system with extra bonuses. Do I even need to mention skin prices? You already know they're awesome. And if you don't want to deposit, no problem, you can always use the referral system to earn points. Use promo code CSGO News Live to get plus 10% to your deposit and a free case. The link will be in the pinned comment. Speaking of the major in Austin, I have to say that Hallzerk is out. Complexity will have a change to their sniper, and not because of performance issues. This time, it's basically visa problems. Can you imagine, for a Norwegian player? According to Complexity's GM Messioso, Hallzerk actually started his visa process right after last year's IEM Dallas. Some parts were already approved, but there's still paperwork left to finish, and because of that, Hallzerk won't be able to attend the major. His replacement will be Junior, a familiar name who's already played for Furia, EG, Complexity, and most recently, Nouns. Guys, and you know what's the most interesting part about Hallzerk? It couldn't be as simple for the citizens of Norway to get visa with the USA. You just have to pay a small tax and register on a special website, if you haven't broken a law in USA. So it's either Hallzerk attended Cuba, China, or Iran, or as a citizen of one of those, if I understood it correctly. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Anyways, yeah, it seems kinda strange. Speaking of roster changes, it looks like G2 is gearing up for another roster shakeup, this time right after the major. As some of you already mentioned in the comments of the previous video, according to insiders, SunPayus and SaW are expected to join G2. And no offense, that lineup already looks way more solid than the current one, with Hades on the op and Taz as the coach. Talking about the sniper switch specifically, Sunpuyus brings more consistency. His playstyle is also something similar to Monacy, just without the same raw talent but still very ambitious. As for coach, SaW could add more structure and tactical depth. Sure, Taz might be a comfortable presence for the team, but when you don't have any star players anymore, you need a coach who can unlock the full potential of what you've got. At least that's what HLTV's professor thinks. By the way, if you wanna know what happened at G2 and how did they end up in the mess, just go and check our last video, we discussed it all. Now let's talk about Astralis. This time, one of the legends who helped build the org decided to speak out. Yeah, we're talking about Dupreeh. According to the Danish legend, everything they worked so hard on to build this org has basically turned into a meme, especially considering how quickly things fell apart. Still, Dupreeh hopes people will remember the glory days, the golden era, and not the mess the team's in right now. He also called out some of the recent decisions by Astralis' new management, saying that they've made some poor choices, even if they had to work with limited options. On top of that, Dupreeh opened up about possibly ending his career. His contract with Falcons is about to expire, and while he's still open to offers, he admitted that he's going through a tough time in life and needs to figure out which path to take. Honestly, I really like to watch Dupreeh among the analysts, so maybe he should consider to become one? Hit the like button if you agree. Now, do you remember, guys, how Boobski said that Astralis is a good example of an economic bubble where the hype doesn't match the real value? Well, it feels like the exact same thing is happening with CS skins right now, and traders are starting to sound the alarm. According to traders, most skin prices have doubled, and you might have seen the news that the market cap has hit $5 billion, an all-time high. This kind of hype usually doesn't end well, and there's a good chance that we will see a huge drop after the major. No one knows exactly when it will happen, but most expect it pretty soon. You know, guys, it all feels just like with the Bitcoin. Just when it hit 100k, it then dropped to 70k. I suspect, and I guess, that the same thing will happen to skins, but I can't say for sure, obviously. Guys, drop a comment below and tell us how much your skins have gone up in value. Just so you know, my knife and my gloves didn't go up. At all. Not me again. Not me. But well, maybe one of you guys. Well, let's get back to esports news. As we wait for the huge tournament in Astana to kick off, there's already been some unexpected drama, and it's all about Team Spirit. Right after the Dragons landed in Astana for the PGL event, a few fans spotted them on the street. They came over to say hi and ask for photos. Pretty normal stuff. But then things escalated. Someone posted footage online showing the team's hotel, and by the next day, a crowd of fans, and not just fans, had gathered outside. Later, a video started circulating where one fan claimed that Holly came down to the lobby, it's the coach of Team Spirit, to grab some food. He spoke to the team manager, and then that same manager came out with the hotel security and told the crowd that the players knew fans were waiting and were intentionally not coming out. The clip went viral, and well, you can guess, it kinda blew up. So Team Spirit had to drop an official statement. They said that no one from the org ever went outside to speak to the fans or tell them to leave, and that the whole story was completely made up. Here, I kinda believe that Spirit wouldn't have asked fans to leave in a aggressive manner, but on the other hand, there's no smoke without fire, you know? Another big story this week involves Valve and the creators of Classic Offensive. If you didn't know, Classic Offensive is a fan-made mod with the mix of best parts of CS 1.6, CS Source, and CSGO, all packed into one nostalgic mod. So Valve has officially shut down the project, telling the team behind it to stop working on it completely. Back in March, when the team dropped the trailer, Valve immediately removed the mod from Steam, with no explanation. And now, after 8 years of development, they've told the devs to pull the plug for good, even though Valve was totally fine with it before. According to Gabe Follower, the famous insider, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. He personally was once a part of a project called CS2, and Valve not only shut them down too, but also banned them from using any of the original custom code elsewhere. All this situation could mean two things. Either Valve are just pretty greedy about their code, or they're brewing something. Maybe an official mode that will bring back the vibes of CS 1.6, Source, or CSGO? That would be awesome, but I doubt it. And looks like after shutting down Classic Offensive, Valve tried to make it up to the fans by dropping a new CS2 update. But, well, don't get really hyped about it. It's 5 gigabytes of community maps. Now you can play on Jura, Grail, Agency, Dogtown, and Brewery. And yeah, now we have weekly missions. Here's how it works. On the main menu, you'll see a missions tab. Click it and you'll be queued into a special mission playlist. Finish the task and earn experience. Simple as that. You know, get leveled up quickly, get more drops, and all that. Maybe that's some sort of market correction to cases? I don't know. Like a hidden one. You never know about Valve. According to Austin, one of the famous CS streamers, this might be the final sign that classic operations, the way we used to know them, are officially gone. Although Gabe Follower, once again, isn't so sure. He found evidence in the game files that there are actually two types of missions, time-limited ones and others, still labeled as operations. He also spotted hints that custom game modes might be coming soon. So I guess the hope isn't lost still. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper Valve update without bugs. One of the new maps already lets you walk straight out of bounds, and if you toss a molly behind a smoke, you basically get free wall hacks. So yeah, classic Valve. New update, same old chaos. Well, and that's all for today, my friends. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, to follow the channel, and drop by in the comments below. I'm not saying goodbye for a long time, my friends. See you soon.